Hi, everybody, and welcome to the C3 webinar today. Dr. Ben and I are so pumped up and excited. Just in a few weeks, June 6th, Canada intensive. It's going to be amazing. Actually, it's going to be historical, and I can't wait to be in Canada. I haven't spoken there in a number of years, but I'm pumped, ready to go, and we're going to bring C3 and transform chiropractic in the country of Canada. It's exciting, exciting. But today, I want to talk to you about either you're going to be prepared to win or you're not going to prepare and you're going to fail. So, all of us have heard that before. Either we're going to prepare to win or we're not going to prepare and we're going to fail. Even Jesus talks about it where he says, can't you just pray for like 1 hour? Can't you just pray for 1 hour? Can't you just help me, dudes, for like 1 hour and pray, especially for what I'm going to be going through in the near future? So last weekend, for those of you that might have seen it, there was the Masters tournament in golf in Augusta, Georgia. And the Masters is one, if not the most elite tournament in the golf world. And the player that won it, his name is Rory McIlroy. And Rory, the first 2 rounds, he broke a record. He was ahead by 6 strokes. Nobody ever in the history of the Masters was ever ahead by 6 strokes after 2 rounds of golf. Then, third round, and a man by the name of Cam Young tied him. So now it went into the 4th round on Sunday in Augusta, Georgia. Good weather conditions, beautiful sun, beautiful weather. And Rory was winning. And then last hole, 18th hole, Scotty Scheffler, who's a mighty man of God, born again believer, he was behind by 2 strokes in second place. And the best part of Rory's game, people say, golf professionals say, is his drives. He can drive longer than just about anybody. But when he drove the ball, he went way right into, I guess you can call the woods. And the commentators and everybody was saying, oh my gosh, Rory might have blown the Masters. Everybody's expecting him to win. All he has to do is par the hole or even bogey it, and he would win. But now he goes far right, and you can watch this on YouTube if you would like to see what I'm talking about. And everybody who's rooting for him is freaking out. But Rory wasn't too concerned because what Rory did was for 4 or 5 weeks before the tournament, Masters, he did not play any of the PGA tournaments because his eye, he had the eye of the tiger. His eye was on Augusta. His eye, his total focus, his total preparation was on the Masters. And only 3 people before have won the Masters 2 times in a row. Nick Faldo from Europe, Tiger Woods, that most of you know, and Jack Nicklaus. This is what Rory did for 4 or 5 weeks. He'd wake up in the morning in Florida, have breakfast with his family, his wife and children, flew to Augusta, played a round of golf, flew back home, had dinner with the kids. I don't know how many times, but what I heard was that he played it like 3-4 times a week before the Masters, and also flew over an aerial plane looking at the course and walked it and knew every single inch of the course. So when that ball went far right, he knew exactly what to do. He knew exactly how to hit it. He knew every inch to the hole. And Rory McIlroy won the Masters 2 times in a row, 4th player in the history. And he also tied a European record by winning 6 big tournaments that only a few in Europe have won. Talk about preparation. Preparation also has to do with time management. How well is your time management? For example, most practices with C3 are growing, increasing, expanding. Need to buy more tables even. How are you going to see more? Well, timing. Years ago, what I would do, I would have a stopwatch before there were cell phones that had the little clocks to time, or a stopwatch on your phone. And I would time how long it would take. I would have someone follow me around. How long would it take for an adjustment? How long would it take for me to go to the exam x-ray room? How long would it take for an examination for me to do? How long would it take for me to do day 1, day 2, day 3? Timing everything. Because, and also steps. You've heard me say this before. Steps. How many steps does it take to get from the front of your office to an adjusting room, to the x-ray room, to exam room, to a therapy room, or whatever you utilize in your office, in the verticals that we do with C3 in chiropractic? How many steps is vital? Because my office, I had upstairs 5,000 square foot, lower level 5,000 square foot, so it's probably about 10,000, 11,000 square foot building. And about 70 parking spaces. But I had to change the lines of the spaces to make less steps for people to walk into my office with the volume that I was seeing, so that it would save time. Then walking into the front of the office, there was what we would call, say, a mudroom. There was a door, then kind of like another mudroom, then another door. We had to take a door down because opening up and swinging one door, opening and closing, was slow. It took about 8 seconds. So if you just take what I did from the parking spaces, what I did to the front door, that alone knocked off probably 5 or 6 minutes. And if you multiply that throughout the day, that was knocking off many minutes of time during the day for me to be able to serve more and help more people. Then you might have heard me say this before, where I thought that taking care of so many children, I needed to have a gigantic toy chest. Then I had pediatric tables. That was making me have more steps. I thought, well, children needed that. Well, I was wrong. I kept one table just to show that I take care of a lot of children. Got rid of the other table. And then that toy chest, every time I came around the corner to the adjusting rooms, kept on knocking my leg against it, kind of limping away. I had to get rid of that. And it didn't decrease my pediatric part of my practice, but it increased it because it allowed more time. And remember what the scripture says: with a day, 1,000 years, 1,000 years is a day, saith the Lord. With God, there's no time. Time is in our own head. So this is a big point here. Either we're going to let time control us, or we're going to control time, our time. We have 24 hours in a day. I have my time down to the letter, down to the second. What do you have for your time? Because the more that you control your time and the better you prepare, like Rory McIlroy, the more, what I found is, In my opinion, God looks down from heaven and says, hey, that lady, that man, those doctors, they can serve more. I'll send them more. Again, either we're going to prepare to win or we're not going to prepare, we're going to fail. Proper time management is vital, and we'll talk more about this in the future. God bless you all. Dr. Ben and I, we love and appreciate you. We're so proud of all of you for what you do for the Lord, for your family, and how you serve your community with Christ-centered chiropractic. And remember, with God, all things are possible. Speak to you soon. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.
Wow.